What is up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Sunday in your face. Sunday fun day. You know how we do it at my house. No messing around on Sundays. No work. All play all day. Sunday fun day. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. I just saw a shocking statistic on my channel analytics today. 85% of the viewers are not subscribed to the channel. That doesn't even make sense to me. Why wouldn't you subscribe? If you're watching, please, real talk here. Please, I'll be your friend if you subscribe to the channel, I promise. Right? I'll give you my phone number. No, just seriously, subscribe to the channel, please. We're growing every day. I think we're picking up at least one subscriber a day. So you guys get in line, figure it out amongst yourselves. Like Bob, you go today. Tim, you go tomorrow. Reggie, you go the next day. Just keep it going. Keep the train rolling. Okay, today. So we're going to talk recruiting. Oh, shit. Sunday night. Tonight. YouTube Live. Me, Jeff, and Sean. Usually, being funny. I'm funnier than those two, but anyways, talking the latest Buckeye football info. We're going to have a ton of stuff to break down. So tonight, YouTube Live, 8 p.m., be there. Okay, let's do it. We're going to talk recruiting. I know you guys love recruiting. What's next? Who's next? Who's coming? This is more about the recruiting philosophy. So when the coaches and staff spoke on Wednesday last week, they talked to Mark Pantoni. No, not quite. That's extra O in there. Mark Pantoni said that they're looking at a shift in the recruiting philosophy at Ohio State. So let's get into that. I want to know what you guys think. Please hit me up in the comments. Like it, hate it. Let me know. Just let me know. Are you on board with this plan or what? Okay. This is not going to be about NIL. You know, I'm not giving you stats and figures and who's making what. So let's talk Ryan Day first, because he spoke about NIL directly. He said they had a number of high-profile misses towards the end of the cycle. I think we all know who that was. It was 3 DNs, all 5 stars that we missed out on completely. These misses were heavily influenced by NIL. So the kids were looking for the bag, right? Who isn't? But he said progress is being made, efforts to build long-lasting, thoroughly planned NIL approach in Columbus. And he feels much more optimistic than he did, say, last year. So here's a quote from him. He said, what I've been told in terms of legislative things coming down, we don't foresee a lot of change nationally in the future. I think NIL, when it first happened, no one was really sure how it was going to shake out. I think our guys have done pretty well, but a little bit different in the recruiting area. Now you got to remember, supposedly it's an NCAA rule to use NIL as a recruiting inducement, but NIL collectives can talk to recruits. So, because they're technically not supposed to be part of the school. And at least, it's different in every state too. That's the other monkey wrench thrown in here. To go on, Ryan Day said that because this is going to be here for a while and isn't going anywhere, this is something that really has to be done well. It has to be built the right way. It's going to be a big business. I'd say it already is, sir. In order to do something like that, it has to be done the right way. He said again. Certainly at Ohio State, we're held to a very high standard, and there are a lot of people working very hard toward that. And I'm excited because ultimately I think we're going to be in a really good place. So something's on the horizon in the NIL world that can help them in recruiting. So he finished up by saying, sometimes in order to do something, it takes a little bit longer, but we're urgent to get it done. So something is coming, and I think it's probably going to affect the 2024 class. So they're working on something, probably with the collectives to some degree. And what is that? We're just going to have to wait and see. But the shift in philosophy that Mark Pantoni spoke about is what really stood out to me. He said flat out, he didn't mince words. This is black and white. He said they'll probably pull out of recruiting a player earlier than usual if they get the whiff that this is just all NIL focused type of recruitment. So, okay, I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that. What do you guys think? You guys okay with that? You guys okay with Ohio State not delivering the cash, especially on a 5-star that you might really need? Pantoni also said that they're going to, so this is the big shift. They're going to also target more players from Ohio and the Midwest in general. Okay. He said it's important to recruit players that want to be in Columbus. Overall, he's pleased with the 2023 class, even though they only had 20 signees. He said the number's smaller than usual because a lot of players returned, like Cade Stover, Tommy Eichenberg, and Xavier Johnson. He called those recruiting wins for Ohio State. He also knew that heading into December, they'd have to get a couple players out of the portal. They wanted to add veterans with game experience, right? So they did that, obviously. Current recruiting calendar, he had some thoughts on that. 2 signing periods, 2 transfer portal windows. He said that this current calendar is going to add a lot of gray hairs to coaches' heads when factoring in championships and recruiting. He's in favor of keeping the early signing period because it gives the staff confidence knowing they have signed players entering into the holiday season. He would like if the portal was more fluid and spread out so that, as he said, 500 guys don't all jump into the portal at one time. He has floated the idea to some of his colleagues that he would be in favor of an additional signing day, so a third one on July 1st. This would give an opportunity for any recruits to sign with the school if they're ready after taking their official visits in June. Remember, June's like a huge visit month for pretty much all Power 5 schools. So one thing I want to go back to, though, and put some numbers to the transition that they're going to make. They're going to target players from Ohio and the Midwest in general. Here are the last 3 recruiting classes in relation to the Midwest and Ohio. 2021, we signed 9 guys from the Midwest. 6 of those were from Ohio. Where are we going to find the other guys? 2022, 9 guys from the Midwest, 6 from Ohio. 2023, 8 from the Midwest, 9 if you include Carnell Tate, who actually is from Chicago, but went to IMG in Florida. So let's call it 8, or 9, sorry. Again, 9 Midwest, then 7 from Ohio. So where are we going to get these other guys? This is where I'm confused. The Midwest is not known for making really fast receivers. Running backs definitely you can get out of the Midwest. What about quarterbacks? I don't see a lot of 5-star quarterbacks coming from the Midwest. 1 or 2 per class, 3 at the most. But I'm not sure about this transition to just recruiting Ohio in the Midwest. You got to stay national. I mean, we recruit Texas really well, Florida amazingly well. We've ventured into California multiple times and gotten some studs. And then you got to keep sprinkling in guys from around the country. I don't think you can tighten your circle geographically just to the Midwest. I think you're going to miss out on a lot of dudes, So anyway, just wanted to throw that at you guys. I really love to know what you think about this transition, this in philosophy, and what you think Pantoni. You think Pantoni's onto something here? I know that it's important. Ohio guys know about the rivalry, all right, but it's bigger than that. I'm concerned about getting the quality of players, high level, high caliber players, just from the Midwest. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments, hit me on Twitter, email me, I'll hit you back. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.